What did I do? Courage was once kicked out of the house again by Eustace. Muriel was gone for a week at knitting club. Courage was scared to death by Eustace even if he was asleep. Courage wonder why he hated him so much. I never do nothing to him. Courage what be like if was big brave German shepherd. He shook the thought away. I was traumatized by the fear of being blasted off into space. Seen a damn snowman twice. The same one. And heck the creepy pedophile cat. He growled at the thought of the man with cat ears and in a suit. He sighed. At least I've got a million ways back into the house. With all fears around me I did have Muriel, the one who took care of me when I was a pup, child, orphan, whatever Tilda, and Shirley. He almost wanted to laugh. He took a ladder and had it the attic and climbed in. His computer was still on and watching something that wouldn't scare Courage, but intrigued him. Hey, computer. Courage laid his eyes on a woman around her mid-twenties with a guy in his late twenties in a bed with each other. The computer turned off and back on. You damn twit! Courage sank back with a blush and a huge bulge in his pants. The computer was mad at him. I thought you were out of the house. The computer was now in Courage's face. He had movement for a while since Courage added new software. Why are you in my face? Courage whimpered behind a cover. The computer went back only to be in sleep mode. Courage got up, accidentally rubbing the bulge. Ah! He covered his mouth, quickly looking down at his black pants. He was in the bathroom, locking the door. His pants was down to his ankles and he was at the toilet bowl. He looked at a swollen manhood waiting to burst. Why is it so swollen and so goddamn big? He stroked it once. He moaned and saw white stuff come out. What the hell is that stuff? He took a finger with his thumb and rubbed it together. He figured to touch it. Another moan came forth with a word Courage was shocked for himself to use. Fuck. He grabbed his manhood and rubbed it hard and fast. He had his eyes closed and head back. He was sweating and white stuff came out even more. Surely, his filled with lust. Vivid images of her breast and womanhood was. Courage pleasing himself, a medium was spying on him. She had her legs crossed, squeezing on them tight. She made her crystal ball shut down. She pulled down her panties and her dress looking up at a wet cunt. She placed a finger down there. She moaned so pushing it in with another one. She pulled down top of her dress and started to pinch her breast hard. Damn, this feels so good. She was panting, realizing she had a client. Sorry, we're closed. She magically closed the door, flipping the sign to closed. She quickly went to the ball. She gave a sudden sigh. His gone. Courage made himself dinner, forgetting to give Eustace some food. I'm hungry, hungry, he shouted at Courage. Courage snapped after the experience in the bathroom. Get yourself food! Eustace went in the kitchen with a mallet to hit Courage. Courage turned around to dodge the mallet by an inch of his head. Feed me, Eustace shouted, swinging again. Courage was tired of being afraid of Eustace. Screw you, Courage cursed. You goddamn lazy old man. Make yourself some shitty food. Courage left a shocked man. The computer turned on. You twit. He was cut off by a pissed Courage. Don't you fucking start with me, asshole. The computer was a bit shocked. Who the hell yanked your dog chain? Courage sat on his bed glaring at his computer. What did I do? Courage typed in things trying to find out what the computer was watching. What was that website you were watching? The computer sighed by a curious dog. Porn. Courage was now more curious. What is porn, and can I see it again? Computer was bewildered by this odd request. You know you're much too scared of this. Courage grew a backbone after yelling at Eustace. Look, Courage had a blush now. In the bathroom, my hidden was really big, and when I start to well rub it, I imagine Shirley yanking my well private parts. The computer snickered at Courage. What? Courage was now getting mad. You were masturbating. Courage looked down at his pants, blushing like a apple. The computer already went the site he was on earlier. Courage choose anyone. Courage was really red. Seeing naked men and women, he felt hard looking at the site. He moved the mouse and clicked the video. The computer told him what he watched was about sex. So, what if me and Shirley, well, did sex? The computer turned off, ignoring a horny dog. Courage had a bulge in his pants. He wanted to test. He had learned about sex, for no one him about it yet. Shirley just became stunned. His coming over! She looked at a cleaning spell. Courage knocked feverishly on her door. She opened it, acting shocked to see him. Courage, why are you here? She asked, knowing the answer. Courage stood there, now gripping her shoulders. Cut the crap, Shirley, he snapped. Shirley felt a little aroused. Is it you're here because of the stupid one? She asked, trying to keep her calm. Hell no, Shirley. He smirked, shoving her against a wall, and locked her front door. I am here to screw you. She was at a high blush. Courage let his instincts do the leading. She moaned when he massaged her breast. Charlie, I am getting a positive reaction from you. I like it. He continued to intimate reactions. She stopped him. My room now, she panted. Courage snickered at her. He looked weak but quiet strong. He opened her door. Everything was neat. Her bed was on the floor. It was more like a big bean-bag chair, with bright covers and gold with jewels everywhere. He set her on the bed. She blushed even though his strong he didn't show any muscles of the sort. What's wrong? He asked in a husky voice, shirtless. He took off her hood. Her fur hair was green and more in the mint category. It was actually neat from her hood on. We can fix her now, can we? He thought deviously. He pulled off her dress with one good tug. She was braless. He chuckled while growling. You know no bra makes my job so much easier. He sucked on one while pinching the other one with a full force. Courage! She leaned back with him following her. He kissed down her flat stomach. Surprisingly, she wore panties. He took another look. A thong, surely, hell yeah. His bulge was hardening and tightening in his pants. Calm down, you'll get your turn, Courage told his groin. He wanted to test the oral part. He pulled her thin piece of clothing off. He blew it a little. Shirley squeaked. She normally doesn't do. He grinned ear to ear. She was going to give him the just desert of his pleasurable torture. He placed one finger on her opening, then rammed it with full force. She snapped up like a spring. Courage! She screamed. He added another finger and went faster. She was panting, with sweat pouring down her face. Her breast was moving in time with her pants. This only turned Courage on. He stopped, tired of the oral. Spread your legs open, love, he commanded, stripping the last of his clothing. She blushed, doing it slowly. He felt that she was teasing him. He positioned himself at the entrance, holding her thighs open. She held on to him, making her nails dig into his back. He hissed, Shirley, I love you so fucking much, kissing her while slamming into her. She screamed in his mouth. Courage, Shirley! They shouted as they mixed juices and screams while subsiding from their climaxes. They passed out from having sex. Shirley didn't see this coming. Muriel came back to a napping Courage, and a scared Eustace. Courage, come on, time for bed. He giggled that he stayed with his newly profound girlfriend. The end. Love, Rockcabbage.